Hello, stars. Welcome to the Illusionary Self. This is Seraphina Jade, and we are going to be doing a love reading for you today. I am back from a very long hiatus, so thank you for your patience. Before I introduce you to your piles, if there's anything that you would like to get guidance on for me to tap into and channel, please let me know. If it's more career, more love readings, more spiritual readings, health readings, you name it, put it in the description box below of what you would like to see next, okay? But let's get into your piles. We have pile number 1, we have the diamond. And then pile number 2, we have amethyst. And then pile number 3, we have mossgate. Okay, so pause the video here, feel into the cards and tap into your intuition to see which pile or which piles will be best for you, and I will see you in your pile. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the diamond card, then this is for you. All right, so first off, this might be a synchronicity for some of you, not all of you. If this resonates for you, that means there is a very strong, specific message for you in this reading. If not, don't worry about it. It's just trying to call the attention of specific people at this time. So diamonds are associated to Leo, Libra, and Aries. That is July, August. That is October, November, and I believe April and March. So if you're born in those times, watching this reading at those times, or you might be manifesting something big during those times, then this is your reading. It might not resonate for you. Again, that is just for you to be very attentive if this does resonate for you, okay? So the diamond is associated to courage and spirit. So what I'm really sensing in your reading, pile number 1, is all about fearlessness to move forward. Are we doing this? Are we not doing this? Am I going to move forward? Am I going to heal this? Are we going to get married? Diamond ring? What is happening next? I'm ready. So there's this fearlessness, this invincibility that no matter what has happened into the past when it comes to your love life, you are finally allowing to release it and moving forward or moving on. So let's go take a look at some of the details of your love chapter, the next chapter of your love life. Let's get started. So we have deception. We have past life relationship. And then we have reconciliation. Okay, so definitely with the past life relationship and the reconciliation, you are dealing with someone you have known in a past life potentially, or you already know, been with, have a situation with. And there is a truth that's coming out. And this truth, again, if it's a good truth, it's a bad truth, it does not matter. Because you're either going to move forward or move on, and you're going to be so grateful that this part of your love journey is coming to completion. There's something, again, very important, that light is going to be shining on some sort of deception. So first off, let's go see what this deception is all about. Let's go see what this deception is all about. We have the World. And the Five of Wands. One more card for the deception card, please. And the Star. Oh, wait. That's so crazy. When I get the World, the Star, the Sun, and the Moon, any of the 4 planetary cards together, the universe already knows that I programmed these cards when they come together like that it is destined, it is fated. Now, there's a crossroads here, very fighting, resistance to like the attachment to a relationship or to what is meant for you. So there seems like there's a crossroads, and I think the deception is not so much someone is cheating on you or someone is lying to you or someone's like doing anything. I don't think that's the case. I think the deception here is potentially lying to yourself what you want or where you want to go. Now, if that doesn't resonate for you, you are dealing with somebody who's really fighting the World, the Star, like the 3D world, the logistics, or what's really, really important to them. They've been fighting this, and it's coming into I'm going to say it's you, but you can switch the roles, okay? I'm going to say it's you just for clarity's sake. So you are realizing, oh my gosh, should I be smart? Should I go the way that people normally go? Should I go on the way of the norm? Or should I go to healing something, making things better? Just trying things out, going with the flow, following my intuition. And that's the inner struggle. So regardless of how that deception shows up into your life, I think it is just the struggle within yourself. Maybe you're trying to figure out, should I move on? Should I move on from this person? Should I reconcile with this person? Or should I see what else is out there? Or maybe you are with somebody who, doesn't make as much money as you thought you would, or lives in a different country, or, doesn't really fit what you thought you really wanted. But then they make you feel so happy and joyous, right? Should you go against the norm and be with this person? So it's either you or somebody else who's trying to figure that out. Now, I do sense that regardless if there's reconciliation, a door is closing. A door is closing whether or not you're going to go the logistical route or go the route that is meant for your highest and best timeline for you. And you're going to be happy with what you choose. If you're choosing, well, in this lifetime, I really want to do this logistical way. That's what I'm being called in this time. No judgment. I'm not going to judge myself. I'm going to do this because this is what's going to make me happy. Maybe that's meant for you at this time. And maybe some of you guys are ready to adventure and go on the highest timeline. Maybe if you choose a logistical path, I'm hearing maybe if you choose a logistical path, that maybe the star, it'll take you to the highest path eventually, right? Maybe you're supposed to choose a logistical 3D world, earthly reasons, because it's still part of your journey, right? So I do sense that there's whatever you choose is going to be the greatest and best outcome for you at this time. If you don't come back to this channel, maybe a year or two from now, you'll be like, oh my gosh, why did I choose this? Let's say you choose the worldly reason. Oh my God, why did I choose this? And then a year later, you'll realize, oh my gosh, I should have chose the star path, the intuitive path, the magical path, the risky path. I should have chose this. But maybe, no, that's not the case. Because if you chose this and a year later, you regret it, it was meant for you to come in a year later. Does that make sense? So I think the deception is mostly really, what do you feel is meant for you? And then this next chapter, you will choose that situation or choose the right path for you. Now, tell me about this past life card. Tell me more about this past life card. So we have a Page of Cups. Okay, so there is a person showing up. Unrequited love, perhaps. We have the Chariot. And then we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, and give me a reconciliation card. It does feel like unrequited love. We have the Queen of Wands. The Judgment card. And the Eight of Cups. Okay, definitely a choice is being made here. A judgment call is being made here. So regardless if it's unrequited love, a past life, this unrequited love happened in a past life, and then it's in this lifetime, you guys are trying to settle it out. Whatever the case is, there is a situation of love that it didn't really go. It was hit or miss, or it was a week, or it just happened so quickly, ended so quickly, didn't have closure, that sort of energy. And then the guard came up, right when it was about to get good, someone's just no, guarded. And it was quick, but it was beautiful, and it was loving, it was sincere, it was real, there's love there. But you didn't really get to experience the full love situation, the full love in the situation. Now, with this reconciliation, there is a judgment call about the path that's going to be happening. And regardless of what's happening with the Queen of Wands here, you are going to be standing in your power, passionate, creative, beautiful, or handsome, regardless. And really realizing that it doesn't really matter which way you choose. It doesn't really matter who you choose or what you choose. You are worthy of the best possible outcome, the best love. And I feel like you're going to feel very, very confident about the situation that you're going to choose. You're making a judgment call on what to do. Should I let go of this person? Should I move in this direction? I'm hearing moving. There's something about moving. So moving forward or moving on. And it requires a lot of fierceness and a lot of courage. And that's what the Queen of Wands here represents. I feel a lot of feeling invincible and taking big risks when it comes to your love life. And you're going to wake up one day in this next chapter and to be like, okay, I'm going in this direction. This is what I choose. Okay. Let us see. This is what I choose. Okay, so what I'm really feeling for you, the Page of Cups, the Chariot, the Nine of Wands, clarifying the past life card. What I'm sensing for you, pile number 1, is that there was some sort of like unrequited love or something that kind of ended really quickly. The nature of this relationship, the nature of the situation, whether it happened in a past life and you don't even remember it, it just happened so quickly, and it was loving, but it was fleeting. It kind of was like a candle that burned, and then all of a sudden a wind kind of just blew it away, blew it out. Potentially someone got guarded, got scared, got tired, or had too much things going on. I felt like there's just like way too many things going on. But it was loving, it was sincere, but it didn't grow as much as you thought it would. This was with somebody who was very important to you. It meant the world to you, or you meant the world to them. And it just didn't come into fruition as fast. The Temperance card, yeah, there was some blockages, but a lot of love. Or maybe the love was too much. The love was too much. Someone got scared. The frequency of love was higher than any frequency of love that you or this person has ever experienced. And the guard went up. You potentially did not hear from this person for a while, or you haven't spoken to them for a while. Just again, vice versa, switch the roles, of course. I'm reading this more as for you, like you're dealing with somebody who kind of just like, even though it was love, like this little amount of love was too much for them. And then they ran, even though they felt on top of the world. And then when they ran, you also got guarded. That's kind of the sense I'm getting. They got guarded, you got guarded, and then now everyone's just guarded. Scared, nervous, stressed out, anxious, potentially. Now, there's some reconciliation. And I'm going to figure out what's going to happen during this reconciliation. But regardless of what happens or how long this process is going to take, you're going to make a judgment call. And you're going to know which path to move forward, whether to move on or move forward together. Regardless of what choice you make, with the Queen of Wands showing up here, you're going to make the choice that's the best for you. You're going to be passionate, courageous, spontaneous, to the point where, let's say if you do have to choose to go away from this person, they're going to be watching you walk away and be like, dang, they're amazing. They're going to be watching you walk away and be like, wow, I totally fucked that one up. Excuse my language. Excuse me. Because you're going to be in that energy, or in the next chapter, of so much confidence that you might be receiving a lot of money, like in work. Just in general, your energy that I'm feeling into, it's just very expensive. You're going to be feeling you're just being very attractive, that it's going to change your dynamic in all things that you do. So you're going to be very attractive in money. You're going to be attractive in love, friendship, relationships. People on the streets are going to be watching you and saying hi to you and being like, wow, you're amazing. And you're like, well, I'm just standing here. You're basically just being this energy of the Queen of Wands, for goodness sakes. Very powerful diamond-like energy. And it's going to translate in all aspects of your life. So whatever thing that you decide to do, because you're going to be making a judgment call, whatever you decide to do is going to be bold and potentially audacious is the word that I'm sensing. And you're going to be potentially moving forward, whether you're moving forward with this person or moving on. How is this reconciliation? Tell us more about this reconciliation, like the 3D parameters of how it's going to be. Okay. It could be closure, but I've been saying that it's going to be closure for the situation. It's not going to happen ever again. The nature of the situation. So let's say they ghosted you, or they didn't call you back, or whatever, however this happened, it won't happen again with this person. Whether that means you're never going to see them ever again, or they promise that they're never going to do that again. You will know. You will know. The Knight of Wands and the Lovers. For many of you guys, to be honest, I feel that whatever they say, or however this plays out, I try to not get into like the 3D nitty gritty, because I'm like, it doesn't really matter how it plays out, because it's all up to God. It's all about the energy. I don't really care about what happens in the 3D world, and that's how I do my readings. I say what's beneath the surface, which is the energy. So they're a knight and you're a queen. There's not alignment there. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of fire, a lot of attractive, like being attracted to this person. But when you come into the situation with them, a reconciliation with them, you're gonna be like, I'm a queen, you're a knight. You're gonna feel a little off. It's just gonna feel so weird. And will they realign to a King of Wands? I think they're gonna come in as a knight. I don't know if they're going to come in as a Queen of Wands. King of Wands, okay. There's been really, really good potential. Okay, so I do sense that it's never going to happen again, the situation, and they're going to align their best to become the highest version of themselves, to be in love with you. Okay, so chapter close, definitely, especially the world showing up, like it's showing up on the world card. Definitely there's a chapter closed. Meaning to say that this knight that's showing up, this person that ran away, because a knight is a player of tarot. They're a player. And they see you as a queen, and you know it, and you know that there's an energy mismatch between you and them. Like, the way that they are is not going to be, it's not going to work long term. You just know it. It's just like, it's not going to work long term. And so I feel like you're going to give them a chance to be with you, to become the King of Wands, but they're going to come in as a knight. And I feel that you're going to be so detached. Like, yeah, you could come in, we could date, but I'm so detached. Like, I'm ready to move forward with my life. Whether you're going to become the king of the situation, it doesn't really matter to me. And then we have a king on the bottom of the deck and the sun. So this person does want to change. They do want to rise up. They could be changing or aligning to your frequency, right? And then they're going to do their best, because I do sense that there is love here, lots of love. And I feel like both of you guys want to see where things go. Again, you know that you're amazing and you're going to give them a chance, but you already set yourself up to move forward. I'm moving forward, whether you're coming with me or not, totally fine. No attachments. I'm not going to cry about it. I already closed that door from my ego, like the ego codependency. Like, I really want this person. I don't want to lose them. Like, you're just like so detached, to the point where you're so detached to the point where just like, oh my God, I have to make sure to change. I have to make sure to be the king. I have to make sure to keep the situation happy, to rise up. So there's going to be a lot of change, and you're just going to sit there and observe from your throne. You're going to sit there and observe them and see, like, okay, they're changing or they're not changing. I don't care. I'm living my life. I'm living my life. Okay, what else can we know about the situation? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so a door is definitely closing. It won't happen again. That's the type of sun energy. And if you do move on to like date somebody else or be with somebody else, that you're never going to manifest this sort of situation ever again. I do sense that this is like definitely someone who's trying their best and trying to make things better. This Wheel of Fortune, that this is destined to happen, that you can't like it's part of your evolution. It's part of your alignment to become more Empress like, to be more Goddess like, to be the highest evolution that you can possible in this lifetime. So I do sense that you already know that. I do sense that you're not in fear, you're not guarded, you just here. You're here in your highest alignment that you can right now. And so I do sense that you are definitely moving forward with or without this person. And you're not going to deceive yourself ever again. You're not going to deceive yourself of like, should I go? Should I stay? You're just like, I'm just going to be here and see what happens. That's the sort of energy that I'm sensing. So I feel like you have the upper hand when it comes to your relationship status, your relationships in general. And I do sense that you're going to be focusing a lot on whether your other opportunities are coming, like money, finances, love, and just like living out your life in 2025 and seeing what other opportunities and magical, lucky opportunities that could be meant for you. This person's going to be it just feels like they're going to be, I don't want to say like begging you to stay. I don't want to say that. I don't want to seem that they're going to be a lower vibration than you. I just sense that they're going to do whatever they can to make this better, but from a point where they're also going to be growing. They're not growing for you necessarily. Maybe that's how they think that they're doing it, but in reality, it's going to make them a better person anyways. So you guys are both aligning to the highest versions of yourself through the situation. You're just not sweating over it, you know? You're just like, I don't really give a you can stay, you can go, I'm living my life. And that is very attractive to them. I sense that this person that you're dealing with, they are not used to feeling this type of love. They're not used to feeling vulnerable with somebody. They're definitely the type of person who's doing the running. They're the type of person who does the running, that leads people on, or they're just used to people like falling head over heels for them. And they're kind of confused as to why you're not falling head over heels for them. They're just like, what is this? What's up with this person? Why they're so magical? Why they're so confident in themselves? They're so confused. And I feel that's one of the reasons why they ran. They're like, oh, why? Like, I don't know. It's just like, they're not used to that type of person. And you're just like, yeah, this is how I am. I'm your next, like, you're like the next boss level for them. They're just like, you're a challenge. But I don't see it as them like they're going to chase you, because some people like to chase, they like to play the game, and then once they get what they want, they kind of like move on. I don't see it as that way. I do sense that you're the type of person, like all of a sudden you make them want to be a better person for themselves. They, like, let's say they're the type of person who never really cared to start a family or want to start a family eventually. They're just like, oh my gosh, I could actually start a family with this person. So it's kind of like that. In any case, I hope this helped. If this was resonating, thank you so much for being here. Pile number 1, please let me know in the comment section below if there's other types of readings that you would like to hear. If not, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and I'll read for you in the next time. See ya. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the amethyst stone or card, this reading is for you. First off, this is not going to resonate for everyone. It's only going to resonate for maybe 2 out of the 12 zodiac signs. But if these do resonate for you, then there's a big message for you in this reading. If not, don't worry about it. But amethyst is considered to be a stone for Pisces and Aries. So that's February, March, and April. Yes. And so you might be manifesting. I'm uploading this in February, so you might be manifesting something big in love. If you're watching this when I upload it, then this is definitely a big reading for you. So you could be watching this reading during those times, born during those times, or manifesting big love or a new chapter that we are going to be reading for you during those times. So welcome. So we have Amethyst, calming intuition. So it does feel like a very spiritual, creative energy in the next part of your love life. So let's go take a look. We have religious factors. Okay, so it's influenced by your religion. So there's something about spirituality, intuition, or a very strong connection that you have with somebody. We have worth waiting for. Okay. And we have release your ex. All right. Release your ex does not necessarily have to be like a really big ex. It could be someone that you dated last week or 2 months ago. It's just the past, like releasing the past. Potentially, if you had, and releasing the past could be like when you had an issue or you don't know, like it could be releasing things from your childhood that wasn't really good upbringing to know what kind of man that you want, kind of thing. So it could be also that. But I do sense that there's something that you have been trying to release, whether you know it consciously or not. And all of a sudden you are ready, and you're going to realize that this love, this new chapter was worth waiting for. Divine timing is in work in your love life. So I feel like the releasing your ex could also be like releasing, for some of you guys, releasing the need or the want, you know, the attachment of like when's the next chapter happening? When's the next chapter? And I do sense that there is some, like, God wants you to evolve on your spiritual journey. That was like the purpose. Like, they was still working on your heart. God was still working on you to be a great version of yourself before they bring somebody else in. Or if you're already with somebody and you're trying to figure out, like, when are we going to get married, or where are we going to move in, all that stuff. It just seems that this chapter that's happening was meant to happen at this time, so you can evolve more in certain aspects of certain areas of your life, like whether it's work or career, potentially, or just in general spiritual journey, your journey. So let's look at this release your ex card. What do we need to know about this card? Okay. Actually, let's take a look at what is worth waiting for. So this chapter of your love life is definitely worth the wait. So what is it? So definitely an ending, an energetic cleansing of the past. A 9 of Wands. Yeah, it feels like you've been doing a lot of spiritual work on yourself. Yes, a lot of spiritual work. I was talking about evolution. So this card is about evolution. It's about the spiritual journey. It's about becoming more awakened, right? So this, especially with this intuition card and this religious factor card, it does sense that you have been growing spiritually. And during the past chapters, just like, this is so grueling. I just want the next chapter of my love life already. It's so grueling. And you're gonna get to this chapter, this part of the chapter, or this part of your love life, where you're like, dang, that was so worth it. It's not really worth it when you're going through, but when you finally get to the end of the last chapter, you're like, dang, that was a good chapter. I'm so grateful for how that's happening. And now I realize why I had to go through certain things in my life. But it was tough. It was difficult, and you're ready to move on. This has been worth waiting for. Now, tell me some 3D world stuff. Come on. Tell us some 3D world things. Okay. The 9 of Swords. Okay. And the Devil card. Okay. So it's not sensing that there is any like big 3D world development, but it doesn't matter. Right? Because this is like the 3D world thing is not like, oh, a new love is going to show up, or you're going to move in with the person that you're dating now, if you're dating anybody. What's happening right now is like, you do not care if you are with somebody right now. You do not care if the next chapter is going to happen. You are detached. You are so grateful for how things evolved, whether it was grueling, whether it was a struggle, whether it gave you so much anxiety, no matter how difficult it was. Like, you are so grateful. And you might be watching this right now and you're like, F that. Like, what is this girl thinking? But I promise you, you're going to be so grateful that this was so worth waiting for. The next chapter of your love life after this is going to be such a beautiful experience. It just feels like you're walking in sunflowers. I just see you. It feels like you're like, if you ever worked on a really long deadline and like all-nighters, you never like left, you never left the office, or if you work from home, never left your office, your home office, and you've been just ordering food from like Grubhub or Uber Eats or anything like that, and you're finally done with the deadline, and you walk out into the sun, and you're just like, oh my God, finally vacation. Or if it's been raining all day or raining for months, and finally it stopped raining or it stopped snowing, and then the sun's kind of out. I feel that that's the case that's coming for you in this chapter. Again, it might have been difficult, but it has been worth it. It's been worth it. And I do sense that there is somebody showing up with a Knight of Swords. Or it doesn't, if it's somebody that you already know, then it's moving forward, right? Knight of Swords is something that moves really quickly. Let's say you have somebody that's, you see people, it just seems like, okay, you see people, they're getting married, they're having babies, they're enjoying it looks like they're in this like honeymoon stage of their relationship. And like, how about me? How about me? And those people have been in relationships together, for example, let's say 9-10 years, right? And you are just still in the baby parts. It feels like you're far behind. But then this next chapter, it's going to be boom, boom. And they're like, oh my gosh, how'd you get here? How did you have that baby? Or how did you start your family? Or you guys are already married. It just feels that way. It just feels so much quicker because you evolved to a higher timeline that's actually a lot faster. Does that make sense? So regardless of this next chapter, don't think like, oh my God, is it going to go slower? I'm being left behind. Like, how is this going to happen? You are going to be so grateful that the grueling work that you put into your love life, or into yourself, so your self-love life, you're going to be so grateful for it. And you're just like, oh my gosh, that was easy. Like, let's say you've been trying to figure out, like, are we going to move in? Is this person the one? Whatever you're trying to figure out, the answers that are happening in the next chapter is worth waiting for. It's going to happen so quickly, right? All the anxiousness, the guardedness, the judgment, the evolution is done. And then all you do is like, you just observe your love life happen for you. That's really what I'm sensing. Tell me more about the religious factors. I feel like this has to do with the opportunities that God wants to give you in this life. Let's see. We have the World. Yeah, you are meant to evolve in a certain way. And an example of this is just like, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I use the same example. Like, you're in an airplane and you're looking down from the airplane, looking at the view down below, right? You see cities, you see the ocean, right? And you're just like, I want to stop there. I want to stop there. How come I can't stop at like land the plane and explore here? So you're like actually, let's use a train as an example. And like, there's all these stops in different cities that you can go, but it's like a fast track train. You're on the fast track basically. So you see, again, in this fast track, you see everybody like in 10-year relationships, and they finally get married after year 9. You're like, but I wanted that whole entire evolution to happen just like them. But actually, it's a fast track. You're going to go from here to here. Like, we just met and now we're married. That's the type of energy I'm sensing, you know what I'm saying? And it's because you evolved. Also, like with spirituality, like, for example, you wish you could, be a fashion influencer, but it doesn't really go with what your spiritual evolution where you're at now. And you just wish that you could have experienced that. But the universe is saying that you're only going to experience that if you stop the train there. You're only going to do it for a month and get bored. So don't regret that you have been evolving, healing, rising, being more connected with God, feeling more spiritually present, realizing who you truly are, which is consciousness. I think that you are evolving, and that's why maybe in your love life it hasn't been moving so quickly. It just hasn't been going the way that you wanted or you thought it would happen. Or there's not a lot of things that are happening in the 3D world. Like, let's say you are married to somebody right now, and you guys want to be a power couple, but there hasn't been anything happening in the 3D world because you guys have been healing or becoming more stronger as a unit. And when relationships, like if you're trying to like evolve really quickly, the way I feel like you're evolving so quickly compared to a lot of people, you're on a fast track. If you're marrying somebody right now, or you're with somebody right now, there could be a lot of arguments, fighting, debating, to the point where you're just like, I don't know if I could go. I don't know if I can do this anymore. It's so tough. It's so grueling. It's so fast track. So if you are with somebody right now, it's just like, I don't know, is this the one? It's just like really difficult. But I feel like it was meant for your evolution, for you to be wholeness within yourself, sovereign beings to ready to take on the world. And then things are going to be moving, right? So that's the type of energy that I'm sensing at this time. Tell me more about this Release Your Ex card. I think that we already read that card, but just to make sure, the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Ten of Cups. And the Six of Pentacles. There's a chapter of your life. So the Release Your Ex, it could be a chapter of your life. Maybe you're still talking to your ex and you're with somebody right now. That could be the case as well. Or you're with somebody, but you're still wondering about somebody else, giving to somebody else. And I think the Release Your Ex, I feel, is just like you're just going to surrender it. You know, because we're all in union with each other. It doesn't matter if we're talking to each other or not. But I feel you're just like, maybe there's like should, coulda, wouldas regarding that, potentially for some of you. Maybe they're coming in and out of your life. Maybe you're still talking to them. And a lot of people tell me like you should stop talking to your ex or that after, not me, just in general, like when people like break up, they should move on from your ex. And there's like a stereotypical norm, I guess. But I just feel like it's going to naturally happen if that's the case. Like, you're like, but we're fine. Like, we're still friends. Or I'm not really thinking about them, but really you are, kind of thing. Or thinking about, this may not resonate for all of you, by the way. Like, everything else could be resonating, and some of you guys need a little bit of guidance when it comes to your ex. But again, the ex could be a past life, or sorry, not a past life, excuse me. Maybe that's the case because it came out, but it could be like your upbringing, what's happened in the past, and like your history, and just releasing it. Because it could also be family too, like you have a family with this person or something. But I feel like just surrendering the expectation. They're there, they exist there, and that is, right? That's just what is. They exist there, over there. You could be having family. You might have family with this people, or this person, or these people. It could be people, like you have to release the attachment to how you think your family is supposed to be, and just be love. I think right here you're just being love, but that doesn't mean you have to call them, text them, anything. You don't have to try. You're just, I don't know. There's just like this strong presence. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like with the way that I'm feeling your energy and how intuitive and spiritual you are, I don't think that I need to explain it. I think that you understand of just being love. Again, you're not trying to be with them. You're not trying to heal. It's just what is. And you love them. You love them from afar, and that's about it. Because we are all love. We're all in union with each other. I do sense that is what's happening, because it's just what's happening. Tell me more about this other person, like this, I won't say other person, but the person that you're either with already or the new person that will be coming into your life. Tell me about them. Tell me about them. Or the nature of your relationship. Just tell me a little bit more, basically, please. Thank you so much. Okay. Hello, the Six of Cups, I'm sorry. And the Star. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of healing from the past. I feel like you guys are going to be looking at the past and like moving on from it, knowing that the past happened and whatnot, but like healing from it. So let's say you're in a relationship with somebody and you guys argued a lot because, you know, it was hard to evolve and get together and make, like, there's a lot of chaos basically. And now I feel like the storm is calm. It's healing. Now you guys see the light. Things are just very hopeful, and being able to move forward and move on and be happy with each other. The worst, because the devil's showing up twice, the worst has happened. The worst is done. And there's the ability to move forward in this loving, peaceful, spiritual way. This could be the one, right? The stars is like, this is something you've been hoping for, wishing for, praying for. And it's just happening. And it's just like the best case scenario. And you're so grateful. You're going to be so grateful that it happened in this way. Tell me more. The Four of Cups. Yeah, this person, whoever this is to you, they are not going to want to miss, like they don't want to miss out on the situation. They will do whatever it takes. Again, it's going to move very quickly. The Knight of Swords is going to move quickly. So yeah, I do feel like they're going to see this as I don't want to miss out on any of these opportunities, or they're suddenly these energies of the past are come done and they're ready to, like, let's move in together, let's start a family, let's or start this next chapter of our relationship together. I feel they're going to be more ready. Maybe something happens in their own experience. I just feel like maybe they didn't feel ready in the past, or the situation wasn't ready. Like it wasn't in God's plan, and all of a sudden you guys wake up one day and now it's God's plan to move forward. But I feel like it's going to happen very, very, very quickly. The past is the past. Like, you're like, hey, bye. All of a sudden it's healed, it's gone, it's done. Forgive, bye. I don't know. It's just like you guys forgive the past and move on from the past to the next chapter with the King of Cups here. There's a lot of I don't know if you guys, the word equanimity is coming up. And so if you had a lot of anger, difficulties, anxiety, anxiousness, or, you know, getting things to work together in your love life or in a specific situation, equanimity is a word coming into me right now. So it's just like, you won't get bothered by things very easily anymore, or they won't get bothered by things easily anymore. There's going to be a lot more calm, a lot more peace, and it has because of the evolution that's happened. This is worth waiting for. There's a lot of love. With the Six of Cups and the Four of Cups, it makes the Ten of Cups again. So this is like that happily ever after that you've been looking for, searching for. So that's the next chapter. It is coming really, really fast. When it starts, it's going to come in very quickly. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It's a fast track. This is like the fast track when it comes to love. And then let's say again, a train. I don't know why the train is, because the video you would read from here to here on the screen. I don't know. It's going backwards for some reason. So like, this is the start and this is the fast track to the end. You're gonna, however, all the little stops that had to happen, or all the battles that you guys had while you were in the train, like, why are we should stop here, this should happen. None of that. It's not going to bother you anymore. I don't know. There's something about like anxiety, anxiousness, anger, stress. It's just done, healed, moved on. Let's go. Moving forward to a lot of peace, love, and equanimity. And this Ten of Cups, happily ever after, because you have the Six of Cups and the Four of Cups. 6 + 4 is 10. So this Ten of Cups is really what you're striving for, and it's meant for you. And I cannot wait to see how it's going to play out for you. So thank you so much, pile number 2, for being here. And I look forward to reading for you next time. See ya. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Moss Gate card, then this is your reading. First off, we have Aquarius, Taurus, and Virgo. Very, very heavy in this reading. You might have that in your birth charts. Be born during those months. I'm also feeling Cancer as well. Cancer, Gemini, for some reason, is showing up as well. So there's a lot of signs that are showing up. in this reading specifically, the other one had just maybe like 2 or 3 star signs. But again, in this reading, I'm really feeling heavy Aquarius, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and Virgo. So that's like a really big part of, that's like almost half the signs. So you could be manifesting your love relationship in those months, born in those months, or have them in your sign placements, or watching this video during those months. I am posting this video in Aquarius season, so that's going to resonate for you guys if you're watching this when I posted this video. But the Moss Gate card for me right now is really telling me that there's going to be a lot of fruition, some things coming into fruition when it comes to your love life in this next chapter. It says transformation and balance, but I'm hearing like the word vegetation. So very fruitful, very vegetable, very, I don't know, things are growing basically. Things are growing. So let's take a look at your oracle cards. We have true love. So there is love showing up very strongly in your love life. We have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. That is normal. And we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to higher levels of commitment. Okay, so you are dealing with a true love situation. There is some codependency, but that's something that you kind of balance out, especially since there's the word balance in your Moss Gate card. Yeah, that's just something that you are going to have to be balancing out. But whatever the case is, we have true love and engagement. So regardless if we're getting engaged, I want to keep this as general as possible, but it does feel like the next level, higher levels of commitment. So it could be dating to boyfriend, girlfriend to we're moving in, or you're already married for a while and now you want children. The case is, there is a lot of love showing up in your love life. So you might have somebody already in your life, and this is just you just wanted to choose a pile for entertainment and confirmation. But let us take a look at the true love energy. Tell us more about the true love energy, please. Thank you so much. We have the 8 of Swords. Maybe you didn't know if this was the one. Maybe you weren't quite sure. And the 8 of Cups, 888. It was touch and go. I just feels like there's touch and go, and the Page of Cups. Okay, and finally. So it has this energy of like, am I going to find the one? Will I find love in my life? And then yes, you do. Or is he going to propose to me? Do they actually care about me? What do they actually feel? That's the type of energy that I'm sensing, right? So there's this like, you're not really quite sure how things are going to go. And then all of a sudden in this next chapter, okay, we've landed in calmer waters. Now I know exactly what's happening. I'm not curious. I'm not confused anymore. So it does feel like there was some confusion as to the 10 of Cups showing up here also with the Star and the 3 of Cups. Okay, so there's some confusion when it comes to your love life or a situation from the past. Am I going to find love? Do they love me? Do they want to marry me? And I feel like there is some sort of conversation that's happening, or some sort of connection that's happening in your next chapter, and it's going to be very beautiful. Tell us, the Page of Cups is like, it's like the first kind of little glimpse of love, or the little start of the new chapter that's going to grow a lot. So that's that vegetation. We have 1 cup to all the cups, 10 of Cups, and 10 of Cups is the happiest, one of the happiest cards in the deck, but it's like that happily ever after card. So tell us more. Okay, so I feel with the confusion, like, let's be real, pile number 3, you already knew what the answer was. You already knew that you're going to find true love. You already knew that they love you if you're already with somebody. You already know that they're going to choose you if you were dating somebody. So it just feels like it's just confirming that this was true. Like, this is the best. Oh my gosh. And Queen of Cups. There's a lot of love here, okay? So you're not quite sure if this is going to move forward or anything, but let's be honest, you were sure. Your higher self, your intuition already knew. And so I feel like this is just transforming into the next chapter. Again, a lot of love and a lot of change happening. A lot of change. You're not quite sure how it's going to change. So again, let's say in this next chapter, you have this conversation, you meet this person, or you have, they propose or something like that, right? There's going to be a lot of momentum that might be confusing, overwhelming. You're just not quite sure how movement's going to happen, right? So, but there's a lot of love here that, and a lot of emotions. Yeah, it doesn't really matter how fast things are going to move. Because it does feel like after this conversation, basically what I'm trying to say, excuse me, after this conversation is going to be a lot of chaos after. Okay, you know, like when someone proposes to you and then like all of this chaos where you have to like announce it and there's this party and this 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 person's congratulating you, and you have to have a bridal shower and this and that and da. So there's a lot of chaos happening, but you're here for it. You're here for it. Beautiful, beautiful. Tell us about this engagement. So this higher level of commitment. I feel like we already touched upon that. But let's get into it more. Two of Cups. Well. So Two of Cups is a card about love and union. Okay, so potentially getting on the same page, getting that engagement ring, someone confessing their love for you. We got the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Cups. Okay, there's a lot of emotions showing up. This is a lot of love, to the point where it might be too much love. We got the Page of Cups, Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Two of Cups, Nine of Cups. It's like drunken love, basically. Just kidding. It's not. It's just like drunken love because there's a lot of cups. And a lot of cups. Just disregard that. I'm sorry, because when you get a lot of cups in reading, sometimes it's like a lot of substance abuse. So the song Drunken Love came into my purview. Maybe it's going to resonate for you. If not, just disregard it. It was a joke. Okay. Or it was channeled through me on purpose by the universe. Whatever the case. It just feels like things were just confusing. Knight of Wands, like you might be dealing with somebody who has a lot of things going on in their life. They're not quite sure where they were supposed to go. Maybe they had a lot of work. Maybe they couldn't see you. Maybe you guys were afar from each other. Just not on the same page, or potentially trying to figure things out. Maybe you were keeping your options open because you're not quite sure if the person is meant for you, or it was just confusing or not clear when things are going to happen. There's no clarity. So I'm trying to keep it as generic as possible, but I keep on getting I keep on getting details. That's why making general readings is really difficult for me, because I keep on getting details. So sometimes I'm going to give you details of like how a married couple would be, and sometimes I'm going to give you information about like how a new partnership is going to be. Just apply the information. I'm just trying to translate the energies as much as possible. Anyways, you're dealing with somebody who was like that, and then it does feel like now they're ready. Now like, okay, I'm good. I made enough money, or my deadline's done, or maybe they were dating or you were dating around and realizing, okay, all these options are stuck. Obviously, it's going to be pile number 3 that I'm going to go with. So there is a strong union showing up. It's going to be very quick. They're going to tell you what they feel, how they see you, what they want, and then you are going to reciprocate fully. It just feels reciprocate fully because you love everything that you hear. You just love it. Maybe this person, again, if you're dating this person and you want to move in or you want to get married or things like that, you both know that that's what you want. So maybe you're not confused about your situation, like the situation between the two of you. Maybe you're confused about the 3D world in general. Like it just feels like they have a lot of focuses. Like they really want to try to make more money. They want to get a promotion. They're trying to figure out their own career. And I'm feeling that there's going to be an announcement when you realize, oh, okay, cool, we can move forward more. Maybe you guys want to move in together or get a new place together or something like that. But that money is required. And then and they can't commit. Maybe they can't commit to something because it requires more money. Then an announcement's going to happen, like I got a new job, I got a raise, something like that. Something that's going to feel so lucky. And then now this can happen. now we can move forward in this 3D world relationship, because it's all about, there's love there. Just it's obvious that there's love there. That's why the high priestess is showing. It's like, it's obviously, duh, there's a lot of love here. But I feel right now it's just getting all of the ducks in the row in the 3D world. The Judgment card, yeah, they are making us strong. The World, the Empress, yeah, I really want to make you theirs. So do expect an engagement, a promise ring, if that's a thing that people do. I see it in old movies. I don't know if people do that. But they want to have everything with you. The funny thing is, I was going to do like how they see you, how they feel about you. And I'm going to pull cards just because I said I was going to do it. But I'm already here. It's like, you are the one. You are the one. They're everything. They'll do anything and everything for the situation, for your family, that sort of thing. You are beautiful. No matter how you see yourself, they see you as flawless, loving, the one that they could build everything with. I'm hearing that some of you guys don't like your physical looks, your physical features, or there's something happening. Maybe it's your health or weight gain or something like that. They don't see that. They see flawlessness. They see the bigger picture in life. That's why they want to commit to the situation. You might be like, but there's other pretty people. They're better looking people out there. They're like, they are seeing things in a holistic way. It seems like this person wants to build an empire. They want to build something long lasting, right? And so when they see you, they see the full package. That's the situation I'm getting. Okay. So with this Judgment card, yeah, it does feel like they're rising. They're rising into king status. Maybe they're younger than you, but they're rising into a king, queen status. And kind of knowing more about what they want. In the center of this is you. Oh, I didn't do the codependency card. Let's go see what that is. But the center of this is you. You are orchestrating this. You and your higher self is orchestrating this, and not in a manipulative way, just because your energy is so loving, pure, angelic. Like it's just making, I don't know, everything is just swimming around you. Oh, swimming around you like this. Like, there's this video of this woman. She's like sitting in the ocean, and all of these fish are just coming up to her. And people in the comments, it could be AI or whatever, but everybody in the comments is saying, when you are one with nature, like things just things just naturally flow to you. And then this card came out again, and it kind of just showed it, like there were like little fishes like swarming around her, and she's just sitting there. She's not doing anything. She's not trying to feed them or anything. And so it just feels like, because you're so intuitive, so divine, so in flow, that all of this is happening for you, and you're just watching it happen. Okay. What's this codependency card first? Before we get into the how they see you and how they feel about you, what's this up with this codependency card? We have the Fool. And the Six of Cups. Okay. Just the reminder here is, with the Ten of Wands, the reminder here is maybe, because they're talking about this person, you can switch the roles as you want. Like maybe they're the Queen of Cups and you're the Knight of Wands, but I'm going to read as you're the Queen of Cups because that's very strong to me. Maybe some of you guys are thinking that I can't move forward until I have this person in my life, or if you already have this person in life, I can't move forward unless we have a commitment. Maybe you're putting your life on hold, sort of thing. That's just how I'm sensing it. Like, you can't move forward with your life until this is settled, or this is situated, which is codependency. So, for example, you want to get a new career or move to another job or move to another city, but you're waiting on them to give you a response or an answer. Like, you can't close a cycle or move forward in your life because of your love life. For that example, it could be an example or a very detailed message for some of you guys. Some of you guys are trying to figure out your next move that has nothing to do with your love life, but it requires, what to do with a relationship. And the universe here, or God is saying that make the decision as a sovereign being, as an autonomous being. Like if you want to move to Texas, I don't know, Texas came up. You want to move to Texas, move to a different state, but like they're not quite sure about what they want in life. Kind of just say, you know what, I want to move to this country or this state and I'm going to do it. And I know you have to work in union with each other, but there's something about you not waiting on somebody, like making the choice that you're going to do what you can to make that move, that jump for yourself. And you're not going to be doing that. Again, this is just an example. It's not going to resonate for all of you in this detail. I'm just trying to translate the energies and just kind of apply it to yourself, okay? So basically just aligning your energies to, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to do this regardless of what happens. And I know you're supposed to like move together in flow with your partner, but the fact that you are not attached or codependent to their life, because it seems like they're just so about themselves and not in a selfish way. They're mirroring back to you how you can be for yourself, because it seems like they're doing it too. They're doing like, I'm doing my own thing. And I want to figure this out. And you're like, okay, cool. I'm moving to Texas. So I want to move to a different state. I want to make this move. I want to make this jump. And regardless, again, you're not doing it out of you're doing it out of authenticity, not selfishness. Okay. So really tap into your energy and see, am I doing this for selfish reasons and you don't give an F, and you don't want to put that energy out. You want to be like, I'm authentic. When you do that, they will step up. When you do that, like when you do that for this Page of Cups, this communication, this announcement, your love life will sprout. Okay. When you become, so I did an example of like, let's say that they needed a promotion, they needed a job, and then they get an announcement, right? Because you were authentic to yourself and you aligned and embodied your energy to that authentic choice that you have, so you're not codependent on them. This opens, then they'll get a call, right? So make sure they'll get a call for that new thing, or they'll be like, oh, I need to make them mine, right? And don't do it in a manipulative way. It's not going to work. Just be your authentic self, and then all of this is going to help move things along. So I'm really hopeful. Let me know if you stayed for the end of the reading, because this conversation I didn't realize was only going to happen if you're authentic to yourself. Just FYI. So that's the next chapter. Really see where you want to go, and don't be attached to like, but I want to be with them, or like, I want to wait for them. Your life is not dependent on how their life is going to be. Trust in God's plan, because when you're authentic to yourself, you're authentic to what God wants for you at this time. And when you're authentic to that plan, everything will flow naturally. And they're going to have to make a big judgment call on what they need to do, and they're making it quick. They're not going to make it out of impulse. They will only make it out of impulse if you manipulate them, and you don't want that. They'll make the judgment, that call from authenticity as well. They're going to mirror back your energy, so make sure to remember that. You don't want to make an emotional decision. Again, we have another cup card here. So I just want to make sure that the ego, because the manipulation, or I'm going to leave, like the bargaining, like I'm going to leave now if you don't propose to me or whatever. That's not what I'm trying to do. I don't want the ego, because ego sometimes like kind of meshes the words in a weird way. So just be mindful what your intentions are. I just want to be authentic to myself. I love you, and I'm not attached to how this is going to play out. And trust me, things are going to flourish in a very beautiful way. Yeah, we have the 10 of Wands, the King of Cups. The King of Cups is like, oh shoot, I really want my Queen of Cups. I don't want to lose them. I don't like, or this announcement is going to happen. So it just feels like everything's going to be in flow. So you guys are going to be in this wonderful union with each other. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Pile number, oh wait. I said that I was going to do how this person feels about you, sees you. So let's do that. Let's just put you guys here in a little heart shape. Boop. Okay. Let's see. How does this person feel about you? And see you. Thank you. Two of Cups. They have two cups here. They're just like, it's obvious, but I'm just going to read it for you anyways because we can. This person is going to be, if not already, madly in love with you, whether they know it consciously or not. They're madly in love with you. They want to be, just like I said, they want to be your king, right? There's that king over there. They want to, you make them a better person by just being. Again, you are being this like magnanimous, authentic person. You're stepping into that, and they're going to be, they're going to want to be a king. You make them feel like a king. You make them feel like they want to man up, so to speak, right? You make them want to commit. You make them without manipulation, of course. Okay, your intentions is like, I'm just doing my thing. What are you talking about? I'm just being cool, just being me. And they don't see any person besides you. You make them feel brave, courageous, a transformed man or woman. But I'm going to read it as a man because you're the Queen of Cups right now. Okay. No genders associated into this reading. We have the Nine of Cups. Okay. How they see you, again, they see you as everything with the Nine of Cups and the King of Pentacles. They see you as, again, a sovereign being. So they do see you as a king as well. Very intelligent, very practical, very abundant. Maybe you have your own business. Maybe, like, they see you as, like, you could take care of yourself. You're independent. You're loving. You're caring. You know? You could be very feminine, but also masculine for yourself. You could take care of business. You could take care of yourself, but you also soften up to be very feminine as well. Like you're just the full package again, the full package. They see you as wish fulfillment. Like, I don't want to say trophy wife, but they see you as just like, dang, I got the best. And I just want to let you know that some of you guys are just like, what? Why me? I don't know why I'm channeling that energy. Maybe some of you guys need to hear, right? They see you as the full package. Don't sell yourself short. And I feel like some of you guys might be selling yourself short because, and then becoming codependent, like, but I don't want them to leave me. I'm just gonna, like basically pedestaling them. You're not pedestaling a knight. Come on. You're not pedestaling a knight. And they're not pedestaling you either. They see you as a grand person, like in your own reality. You just, they see that the energy that they have is that they don't pedestal you. I feel like some of you guys could potentially be pedestaling, again, switch the roles, but I don't see it that way. And you may not be doing that on purpose, like you're like idolizing them or something like that. Because they see themselves as someone smaller than you, to be honest. Like they see themselves as they're not worthy of you, sort of thing. But not in a like a codependent or attached way or pedestaling away. They just observe you in your own reality as a sovereign being and be like, wow, that person is the best. Loving, abundant, sexy. They see you as very, very attractive. And the full package in life, like when you want to marry, you want to grow old with, you want to build an empire with, that sort of energy. You make them a better person. You inspire them. You motivate them. And so I definitely sense that this is something like this is like the true love. This is the thing that you have been trying to manifest in your next chapter. So congratulations. I'm really, really excited for you. Pile number 3. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for like, share, subscribes, and support. And I look forward to reading for you next time. Don't forget in the comment box below to tell me if there's any other readings that will be helpful for you. That'll be very helpful for me. All right. See ya.